Alright, everybody, welcome back to Just Joshin.
Just joshing. I'm spending this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10.
Alright, so today we have a very special guest, an episode that I have been, that's been anticipated since the beginning. Alright, I want to welcome my beautiful fiance, Rachel, the most beautiful girl that I know. So, welcome, Rachel. Come on in. Alright, and Leo's here. Fantastic. Now, this is the first ever in-person, Just Joshin. Bro, what the fuck?
Should we start?
We'll just leave it. Fuck it. Uncut. I mean, there's still gonna be some editing, but... Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Alright, so, let's begin. Hi, Rachel! Hi! So, for those that might not know, this is my beautiful fiance, Rachel. Well, the ones that are watching on YouTube, the ones that may just be listening. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Rachel. Just for the people at home, so they kind of know what's going on. They're not just left in the dark. Go ahead, honey.
Anything?
Anything.
Okay. Well, I'm student teaching right now. I'm in second grade. I am a waitress. I am a senior in college. I will be graduating in May. I have a puppy. We just got engaged.
Alright, this whole video is gonna be Leo fucking chewing my hand, bro.
Oh.
Leo, come on, bro. Real quick, I want to talk to you about some goals that you may have right now. Obviously, like you said, okay, so you're student teaching right now. You are in your senior year. Now, do you have any goals or anything that you plan to do after you are done?
Pass my teaching exams.
Okay, how many do you have? 2?
3.
Okay.
Plan to do that. Hopefully plan to have an in-person graduation this year.
Yep, they,
Or at least virtual.
yeah, they, might not have it in person because of COVID, but I think there's a petition going on that might allow people to go. So, I want to talk about college. More exclusively, you went to Mercy College, as well as SUNY Cortland, where we met. But Mercy College, let's give us a little rundown on what that is.
It's a little private school in Dobbs Ferry, New York, right along the Hudson River. It is very, very, very tiny. I went there for my first year of college, and I transferred my sophomore year to SUNY Cortland. I hated Mercy College.
But you met one of your best friends there.
I did. I talk to her often still.
Good. Well, I've yet to meet her, by the way. Her best friend. Never met her.
She lives in Connecticut, that's why.
Still never met her. We've been together for 2 years. She has a supposed best friend. Never met her once. But, alright, so let's talk about that. You transferred to SUNY Cortland. That's when you met me. What was your first impression of me?
I was like, this guy is nosy, but cute.
Damn, I was the cute nosy guy. Because I was an RA, for people to give a little background. I was the RA of the building that she ended up living in. But you weren't supposed to be living in that building.
No, I was supposed to be living in Glass.
Yep. And then you ended up moving. So Glass is out. So every campus has their own dorms. We're not gonna go crazy into it. But I was then RA in Alger. And she ended up living in Alger. 1 floor above mine. I was the 7th floor RA. She lived on the 8th floor, the top floor, which is actually usually the senior floor. Most seniors live on the top floor, so as a sophomore living on the senior floor, I'm sure...
And a transfer. Transfers were supposed to be on the 2nd.
Yeah, transfers definitely were, like, supposed to be... All transfer students are supposed to be, like, together. That's kind of supposed to make it easier transition for them, but, yeah, she somehow got onto the 8th floor. But, yeah, so your first impression of me, why did you think I was nosy?
Because
You didn't know the background of it.
No, you wanted to come upstairs and see what was happening.
Yeah.
Because
What
I
if-
asked for help with the TV.
Okay, so the TV is kind of the how we met, the story of how we met. So basically, on move-in day, which is like a big thing in college, students come like during like specific days. Like it's usually like a 2-day thing. Students will come. Your RAs will help them move in or bring their stuff up to their rooms. So her mom was being a pain in the ass. We'll use blatant or we'll use to put it simply. She was being a pain in the ass. Nothing was going well with her. I though, however, was in the elevator at the time, and I was pissed because I was the one directing everyone and having a good time, meeting all the people, meeting all the college students coming in. It was a fantastic time, but
But you didn't see me, did you?
no, I didn't. So that was the thing. So I didn't see her at all because I was in the elevator. I didn't meet people for like a good half hour, a good hour. And all I remember hearing is when I came back from the elevator, they were like, "Oh my god, this lady's mom is so rude, or she's so annoying. She's like saying this, this, and this." And I'm like, "Oh damn, we already got drama going on in the building." So I was a little curious, and so um your mom ended up asking for help with a TV or setting up cable. I didn't know shit about the cable. I use my computer for everything. I didn't ever have a TV in my college dorm, so
Well, in my defense, I only wanted the TV for Jersey Shore.
but you still wanted to set up.
For Jersey Shore.
But regardless, so I'm with my other RA friend Kyle. He and I go up there because Kyle knew what to do. I genuinely just wanted to see the crazy mother and see if she was like actually crazy. And so we walk in, and I see, and we start talking about the TV, and I don't know anything about it. And then I notice Rachel sitting on the bed, and I'm like, holy shit, this girl is so cute, bro. And I'm just literally sitting in the doorway, didn't say a word, just kind of looked at her and then kind of looked back at the situation and pretended like I knew what the fuck was going on. Didn't. And then Kyle ended up figuring it out. And then that was like the first interaction I had with Rachel. Never said anything to her. Obviously, her parents and her mom and her sister were in there. Yeah. And then from that point on, I would see her occasionally. I made my chances, or I took my chances when I had to make small talk and eventually shoot my shot, and it worked out.
You did not. I came back from somewhere and you were on duty.
Yeah. And I shot my shot.
And you got my
and that
phone
shit
number
went in.
right before I went on break.
Good. Doesn't matter. Still shot my shot. So for those out there listening, maybe like Fufu or something, they just shoot your shot. But regardless, that story is hilarious because basically, if Rachel's mom wasn't being so difficult, we probably would have never met. Or we would have probably met, but I don't know if it would have been like as interesting. But so we were talking for a while. She broke my heart for a week. We're not gonna get into all that. So what was it? What moment did you know that you wanted to be with me? She's really thinking of something cute to say, but I bet she's probably like, you were the only guy that was wanting to be with me, so I decided to be with you. Okay.
I don't know. We just clicked. I don't know. It was
Clicked?
yeah.
I don't know if that's the word for it.
What is it?
We had nothing in common.
Yeah, which was what worked.
Okay. So
Oh my god.
no, I'm just kidding. I know. It was just funny because when we first started like hanging out and stuff, we had nothing in common.
Because all you played was video games.
That's true. But video games are great. Okay. But so did every other college guy.
No.
Yes.
No.
All right. Well, I do. So have you ever? So before you started, or before you were exclusive with me, Was I ever part of? Nah, I'm not gonna say that. Like any part of a game, because girls play games.
No.
So I wasn't part of the game.
No.
I wasn't played. But I do want. Have you? How many guys hit on you in college?
I don't know.
A lot.
Yeah. I don't know.
Fucking losers. Hold that. But yeah, because before you hung out with me, you were the party girl.
I was not a party.
You
girl.
went out every week.
I went out every weekend.
That's every week. A weekend is still a week. Happens every 7 days.
Yeah, but you act like I had to be carried home drunk. I came home.
I never said that. I just said you were a party girl.
I went to a party.
Parties. Look at her.
With a group
Why
of
are
friends.
you mad?
So are you
With a group of friends who you hated.
Who I hate now.
Hated at the time. Still did. And do.
No.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah, go ahead. What were you going to say?
Oh.
Something about duty?
You were always on duty, so you couldn't go out to parties. And you're not allowed to go out to parties.
And I don't. Actually, I definitely could have gone out to parties. Absolutely. It was just a matter of drinking with underage residents. Residents. That word sounded weird when it came out of my mouth. But yeah. So that was the only thing that like our RHDs is what we call them. Residence hall director. Our bosses technically. They said that you can go out as much as you want, but just be careful of getting caught with like underage residents or doing stupid things, because as an RA you need to show that you're like an adult, show responsibility, but to be held to this higher standard. Leo's being fucking annoying. Regardless, what about you ever gotten any strange DMs on Instagram?
Not like abnormally strange.
Like during college?
Yeah. They were just like normal.
What about now?
Not really. I don't really post on things.
Damn, bro.
What?
Good luck, boys.
I don't post.
I'm literally gonna murder our dog, no cat. Alright, so I know that you are when you were younger, you were an athlete. You don't really do much now, but you also are very busy with school. But I want to talk about cheerleading a little bit. You were a cheerleader for many, many years, and you did gymnastics as well. So run us through some of your best moments cheerleading. Some of your most memorable, you could say.
All of the cheer sleepovers we would have before homecoming. We would make posters for our football players, and we would wear their jerseys to school the next day.
Go.
Going to Disney, those are always the best memories, making those memories in Disney with our team. Traveling, we traveled a lot. I don't know, it's just always those fun memories you make with your friends while you're cheering, and those special moments you have.
How old were you, the oldest when you cheerleaded?
When I started cheerleading?
No, when you finished. Like, how old were you?
I was a junior in high school.
Oh, okay.
So I was 16.
Do you still talk to any of your cheer friends?
Here and there. I'm not, like, I don't text them every day.
Well, alright. What about any weird stories?
Not really weird. I don't know. Weird stories during cheerleading?
Yeah, like anything that happened, or...
Oh, one's a weird one. So there was, so we had, for varsity cheerleading, we had to qualify for states, I want to say. For, like, finals to go to states. But there was this huge snowstorm, because it was in Rhode Island, maybe? I don't remember where it was, but it was somewhere where we had to travel, and, the huge snowstorm, we couldn't go. But they were still hosting, like, the competition for us to qualify for finals. So they made us send in an old video of a cheer routine, like us at a competition.
Really?
Which was kind of sucky, because, like, what if it was a bad routine? You know? Cause
Didn't you guys get to choose the routine you sent in, though?
Yeah, but it was, like, you still had to choose, like, a routine. I think we only went on, like, 2 times before that was recorded. But, I mean, we still made it, so.
Nice.
Yeah. But
And then what happened? You guys win?
I don't remember. Probably.
You guys ever win, like,
Yes.
first place?
Yes.
How many times? A
We
lot?
haven't. I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head, but we never won the competition in Disney.
In Disney?
At the
There you
ESPN
go.
Center.
What about any fun moments? Funny moments?
This was all so long ago. I don't remember.
Lame. All right. Well, what about? Okay, so I asked your mom and your stepdad. They said Virginia Hotel. If that would ring a bell.
Did they tell you about it or no?
Nope. They just said talk about the Virginia Hotel.
I'm pretty sure me and Keith were traveling to South Carolina to go to Myrtle Beach for a cheer competition. And it was the creepiest hotel or motel we stayed in our entire lives. It was just so sketch. I like refused to sleep in the bed. I was like, I'm not sleeping in these beds. Keith wouldn't let us bring our luggage into the room until he checked it for bed bugs because it was so creepy.
gosh.
We ordered Domino's that night and we just ate pizza and watched TV and then got back on the road as soon as we possibly could because it was so
Did you sleep at all?
creepy. Probably. I don't really remember it that much. It was
Did you sleep on the floor?
no.
So
If
you didn't want
anything-
to sleep on the bed, but you
If
did,
anything, I probably put like towels down because that's something I would do.
like on the bed.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Or sleep in the car.
Jesus. Well, all right. So what about? So we'll bring it back to some college stories. Could be cheerleading as well. What are some of the weirdest interactions you've had with guys?
They're just creepy.
Guys are creepy.
Yeah. Oh, there was this one. This was. It was Halloween.
Okay.
I went out. I remember I dressed up with I went out as like Riverdale themed.
No.
Oh. Well, I wore high socks and like a shirt that says Riverdale something on
Mhm.
it. And
I
so,
probably only noticed the high socks. Leo. I probably only noticed the high socks.
but I went out to this party with one of my friends and a guy that we like one of the houses we always went to.
Yeah.
And we went out to this house, and oh my god, this one guy was so creepy. He like grabbed me, and I was like, ew.
Wait, grabbed you how?
Like as if he was pulling me. And so the guy who I was with, who I was very good friends with.
Uh-huh. Oh, is it I know who this
Not,
guy is.
no,
Oh,
not
okay.
him. He pulled me as if like we were together because that guy was just so creepy. He was like, yo, back up. It was very weird, and he was just like too personal. Get away from me. I don't know. I don't know you, don't touch me.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. I feel like that's a pretty ballsy tactic, is to grab a girl.
Yeah.
If I
It
was
was.
to flirt with someone at a party, that probably wouldn't be my go-to. I wouldn't just grab them.
Yeah. It was
But
weird.
hey, different strokes for different folks, I suppose. But what about like any other weird interactions with people? I mean, you're a pretty girl, you know.
We were walking to what's it called?
Hilltop?
No. No, what's the other one? Not Dark Horse, the other one.
Oh, Jug.
Oh, yeah, we were going there. I wouldn't know because I've never been. It was funny because we were walking.
I've only been once, so don't even fucking act like I went to bars.
We were walking to Red Jog
Mm-hmm.
after a house party of like a friend that we were at.
Okay.
And it was weird because there was a group of kids in front of us, and one of the guys, like our groups merged somehow because I think some people knew people in that group. And I ended up talking to this guy, and it was funny because he was from a town over from me.
Damn.
So he knew my like school, knew people from
Were we
my
talking
school.
at this point?
No. I don't think you were in the picture. It was like
Oh, no, I was just curious. I wasn't.
it was like early September. No, but it was weird because he was from a school or two over from my town, and then he knew a lot of people from my area. So it was just weird that I ran into somebody I knew like that.
Damn, that could have been fate.
No,
All right.
not at all.
Sorry, brother. Nothing else. No other weird stories.
Not that I can think of, like, right now.
Damn.
I don't know.
We're gonna
I
end it.
should have.
As soon as we end it, she's gonna fucking have 30 stories of all these weird ass guys and all these weird ass stories. Can't wait. But I do want to talk a little bit. Maybe get in your mind a little bit, since we are engaged. All right, we got a future ahead of ourselves. What would be your ideal life?
You know what my
Ideal life. Well, I do. But maybe I want to learn a little more.
would be 2 kids, another puppy, living somewhere warm,
Okay.
a big house
Big house, you said. Okay.
with a garage.
With a garage. That's it. Just a garage. Big house with one garage.
I want an in-ground pool for big barbecues, because I want to have barbecues all the time. Because it'll be nice out all the time where we live. I don't know. Just the ideal, like, warm lifestyle.
Damn, bro.
Warm and fuzzy. It's not warm and fuzzy up here in New York, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty shit up here, to be honest. But, I know. Okay, so we talked a little bit about cheerleading. Talked about some weird interactions you've had. What about some interactions you've had at work? I know you've been a server your whole life, and that, I'm sure, you've either been hit on, you've had some weird customers, you've had some awful customers. Run us through some of your most memorable.
You should start recording me when I come home from work.
Yeah, that'll be its own podcast, be its own show. What does Rachel have in store for us today?
Well, at the new place that I work, like 2 weeks into me working there, this guy complained about how we put our margarita in our glass, or what type of glass we put our margaritas in, which pissed me off, as if I controlled what
You
margarita.
could use a better glass.
Yeah, that's my fault. What else? I've gotten very good tips from people on Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is the day to work. I made lots of money on Christmas Eve. There was that one guy, remember, who pretty much yelled at me at work that one time. He yelled at me because the steak wasn't cooked to his liking. And he was like, I'm a butcher. I know how to cook steak correctly and, like, all that stuff. Do you remember that story?
Texas Roadhouse?
Yeah.
I mean, I probably vaguely remember it, but...
I think they were, like, the only customers. I've worked in the restaurant business since I was 16. And that one, they were just so degrading to me that I felt horrible about myself. Which, that was the only time I've ever cried at work.
Jesus.
Because of how they made me feel. I was like... They treated me like I was a slave to them. And I meant nothing. And then they walked out on their bill. And I think that's what made me break, was that they walked out on their bill. And because you get fired for that.
You can get fired, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Damn.
There's that. And remember that other weird story when I worked at Buffalo Wild Wings? And...
Oh, the guy, like...
He was, like, searching for me.
Yeah, that's...
Because he was, like, hopped
Yeah,
up
tell
on
about
drugs.
that. Tell us about that.
So, one day, this guy came in. He thought I was cute. He wrote down his phone number. But I left already, so he gave it to one of my coworkers. And
Hold on, how many phone... If you could tally a number, how many phone numbers have been left on receipts for you?
over 50.
Damn, bro. Good for you guys.
I got one, like, last weekend. I think.
What?
I got one last weekend. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, you're so annoying. Okay, so he left his phone number for me, but I wasn't there anymore, so he gave it to one of my coworkers to give to me. They kept it, and we were like, oh, okay, let's play a little prank on him. So he pretended he was me, and, like, was texting and flirting.
There's a guy coworker?
Yeah. And the next day he came in, and he was, like, all hopped up on drugs and all this stuff. And he, was, like, yelling my name and, like, searching throughout the whole restaurant. Like, he literally went into the kitchen and was like, where's Rachel? It was so scary.
He went into the back?
He went into the kitchen, yes.
Oh, yeah, I do remember.
And then so, like, the way Buffalo Wild Wings was set up, it was, so, like, you walk in the door, and the host stand is there.
Yeah.
And then over here is the to-go stand.
To the left.
Yeah. And then the kitchen, there's a door there.
Right next to the to-go.
Huh?
Right next to the...
I was on to-go.
Jesus.
I was doing to-go. But the door to the kitchen was within the to-go stand area. And then there was a huge door right next to the to-go stand.
Okay.
So he went in through the big door, like the kitchen door, which everyone else uses. So he went in there, and I heard him go in there, so I was, like, looking through the side window. And when I saw him walk out, I walked in the kitchen door, and I, like, hid in the corner, because, like, of how it was set up, I was able to hide. And my manager looked at me, and she was like, what? Like, what's happening? And I was like, I don't know. This guy's crazy, though. But before all this happened, one of the girls who was hosting switched name tags with me, because she was like, I don't care. And, like, you know, I'm 16, scared out of my mind that this guy is, you know, chasing after me.
Jesus Christ. So
she switched name tags with me and pretended to be Rachel, and it was scary. And at the end of the night, during all this, my manager, she sent me home because she was like, I just want you out of here. I don't want you here anymore, because of, like, if in case he was going to do anything. And it turned out that he was in the parking lot, like, in his car, waiting outside. So, my manager, before we even left, though, my manager had literally every single guy that was working that night, like, put a circle around me, and we walked out to my car. And then as soon as I got in my car, he started to, like, drive away, and my manager stood in front of his car and was like, no, you're not going anywhere.
That's so weird.
And then he got banned from Buffalo Wild Wings. And then there's another story where a girl tried to fight me because I was interested in her man because I was serving them. Did I tell you that one?
Maybe. Go ahead.
She was like, I walk up and I'm like, hey, how you doing? My name's Rachel. You know, my spiel.
Mm-hmm.
And I, like, don't look at people. I just keep my head down and I go and do what I gotta do. She was like, so he went to the bathroom. So she pulls me over, like, when I walk by. Like, I'm not even checking on them. They don't have food or anything yet. I'm just walking right by because I have other tables. And I think I was cleaning up my section so I could go home because, like, they were one of the last tables.
Mm-hmm.
And she pulls me over. She goes, hey, come here. And I was like, okay, what? Like, I thought she was going to tell me something interesting. And she goes, sit down. And I was like, no, I'm not joking. She goes, take a seat. And I was like, okay. So I sat down. She goes, if you keep eyeing my man, I'm going to take you out into the parking lot and beat the shit out of you. And I was like,
what the fuck?
I'm 16 and these people looked like they were 45. And I was like, hold up. You're threatening me to take me out to the parking lot because I'm looking at your man. They were like,
pretty trash, huh?
Yeah.
Hey,
definitely not my type either. I also was dating someone at the time, so I was like,
she's into short white guys, bro.
You're not short.
I'm 5'8". I'm pretty short.
That's not short, but okay.
Or pale guys, which is.
And then, yeah. Then my manager kicked them out.
So moral of the story is don't be fucking weird to restaurant employees. Definitely don't charge into the kitchen. We're demanding to see people. Doesn't matter who it is.
I've had so many horror stories. It could go on and on.
Damn, we might have to do we'll have to do a part 2.
I'll have to write them all down.
We'll get you back on the podcast.
Okay.
But I think for now that's all the notes I got. Obviously we could talk all day long, but nothing too interesting for the people at home if we talk, because it usually is about stuff that she's yelling at me about.
Did you close the shower curtain?
Probably not. So, but thank you everybody for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's been my beautiful fiance Rachel. We'll get her back on the episodes in the future when it's more official, or maybe
what's more official?
The podcast.
Oh,
when I got a studio, you know. But anyways. Drop a like so that way we can one day get a studio. And, of course, subscribe so one day make it official. If you made it this far in the video, appreciate you. Love you. Leave a comment below. And I'll see you guys in the next Just Joshin. Peace. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right.